Hey everyone, welcome back to Living Survival. My name is Ben, and today we're going to take a look at a treat of a flashlight, a new flashlight brand to the channel, one that I have been extremely happy with. It's really well built, really high quality. I would put it up there with some of the best. We're going to take a look at the E9R-G4 18650 flashlight from Powertac. So today we're going to take a look at the E9R-G4 from Powertac, a light that as soon as you unbox it, you can just tell the high quality nature of this light. I would put it right up there with Tac, right up there with Surefire, and possibly even better quality than I've seen tooling wise from ThruNite or Olight or some of the other brands such as Phoenix and Nitecore. All top qualities in my opinion. This one just seems to be a tad bit nicer as far as the build quality goes. The knurling on it is very sticky, probably the most sticky that I've ever seen in a flashlight. Now this is a tactical style light, so it's geared towards law enforcement or other people that need a tactical style light, or just for a person who wishes to have self-defense capabilities in a light. I know the Urban Prepper put out a question for a 18650 or smaller size flashlight that has a good strike bezel on it, and this has a very good strike bezel on it. Very sharp. As far as the bezel goes, you could definitely do some damage with that front bezel. It isn't the smallest 18650 that we've seen. You do, of course, have the tail switch, which has an integrated mode button on the tail. We'll get to that in a moment, but then you have obviously you have the strike bezel on the front, and then you have the body of the light that contains the battery. So 5 brightness levels on this light with direct access to strobe. Of course, you have your momentary from the tail cap there. You probably can't see the moonlight, but we turn it to a little bit brighter level there, and you have the momentary from the tail cap. So you could set that all the way up to high and have your momentary high, and then once the light is on, you change the modes via this side switch. Now, other lights have it on the front. I actually prefer it on the back, because when you are holding it in more of a tactical style fashion here, maybe you're carrying a firearm as well as law enforcement would typically do, holding a flashlight and a firearm. So with the tail cap, you do have direct access to whichever brightness is memorized. You could put it on the highest setting and have that be the memorized mode there, or you can hold down this mode switch and that gives you instant access to your strobe. All of which you can do with just your thumb. You don't have to switch the light around and use it like this, which would be far less practical in a tactical or defensive style application. So again, build quality is very high on this light. The knurling, again, super duper sticky. Everything is machined really well. Another feature that really sold me on this flashlight is the fact that it's USB rechargeable. Now it is magnetic rechargeable, so it comes with a magnetic cable, which is great. Great for charging at home. It works great. It's got a nice bright LED on it that gives you the status of your charge. But what I've always said about magnetic chargers is that you have to take that cable with you. So if you're a person that has other devices, maybe micro USB devices, and you have that cable in a lot of your kits or cars or different locations, it doesn't really help when you have a light that is magnetic rechargeable. So what they did is they've actually made this a 2-stage recharging port, which is absolutely awesome. So you get the benefits of magnetic charging, which are that it maintains a waterproof and dustproof seal even when you're charging it, but you can actually just pull the magnetic port out, and sometimes you do have to use a screwdriver to pry it out. I've gotten used to just prying it out with my fingers, but hidden under there you have a micro USB recharge port, so you can take this magnetic port off of there and use it that way as well. Now you do want to pop this back on because that's what keeps that sealed up and weatherproof, but I thought that is fantastic that they have that option on there. Again, if you have cables and you didn't carry the magnetic cable with you, you're still good to go as far as recharging this light. On the reverse side of the charging port, there is an LED indicator. That's going to indicate when you're charging. It'll indicate red when it's charging, blue when it's finished, and then when the light is on, once it gets to 30% of the battery life, it'll go red, and once it gets down to 10%, it'll start flashing red. This light also comes with a very sturdy pocket clip that is reversible, so no issues there. And then you have a little hole here, a little spin ring here that you can attach a lanyard. Now a lanyard and also a holster are included with this light. Finally, let's talk about brightness. The max on this is 2550, and I will say that it is quite bright for an 18650 flashlight, although I have no way personally to test that output. I have tested it side by side with lights that output 1,000 or so, and it certainly is brighter than that. I'd put it on par with some of the 26650 quick drain lights out there that have that high mode but then instantly step down. The next level there is a high at 1135 lumens, and that's going to run for about 2.5 hours. So you get 2.5 hours out of the highest runtime there. Now keep in mind, when you're just momentarying the high there, it's going to last quite a bit longer. If you're just using the light, chances are you're going to be able to dial down that brightness quite a bit. You can dial it down to medium, which is 270 lumens. That's going to run for 5.7 hours. Again, quite a bit of runtime there. Low is 71 lumens. That's going to run for almost 21 hours. A lot of time, whether you take this camping, hunting, fishing, hiking, you get a lot of runtime on that low mode, and 71 lumens is still quite a bit of lumens. I've always said that I really don't care if lights jump right from 200 or 300 up onto 1,000. I really have no need for any mode spacing in between those modes. And then finally, you have a Firefly mode of 0.64 lumens. That's going to run for 50 days. So a great light for an emergency backup as well. This light does ship with a 3200 milliamp 18650 from Powertac. So you're getting an exceptional battery. You're also getting an exceptionally well-built light for the money that you're going to pay for this Powertac, and I'm liking the brand so far. We'll probably see more lights coming from them in future reviews. As you can see, very easy to use, very straightforward to use, on, off, and then you've got the momentary, you've got the direct access to your strobe, and I like the location of the mode button being on the tail so that you can tail activate it with your thumb just like you would tail activate the clicky, rather than having to turn the light around and activate it with your on the front of the light. I feel like that it's more capable in a defensive situation. It's more practical for law enforcement in a more tactical situation. So it's a great light all around. It's got that super sharp strike bezel on it, so it would definitely do some damage. Something that if you wanted to have some sort of a defensive item on your person other than a firearm, or in addition to a firearm, you could have that for sure. It does come with that holster, which is nice, and then the recharging capability is awesome. The fact that you have that magnetic charging capability that you could use at home, or you can pull that tab off and recharge it on the go with micro USB. You know, a lot of times when I'm camping or out and about, I carry micro USB for a lot of my camera equipment. It's great that I can have a light that not only has the magnetic capability, which I like, at home, but I can also, if I needed to, or if I forgot that cable, didn't have that cable, I can charge it via the micro USB. So we have worked out a fantastic deal for Living Survival subscribers. They are going to give 40% off anything on their site. They want to drive traffic to their site. They want to inform people of their high quality lights. I definitely recommend this light. I definitely want to get some more lights from them to review in the future, but there is going to be a coupon code. I believe it's LS40. Link and the code will be in the description box below, but 40% gives you a lot of bang for the buck when it comes to this light. So if you're looking for an 18650 light, something that's rechargeable, something that can be used in self-defense, something that's small enough and light enough to carry in your kit or carry with you just when you're hiking or camping, this makes a fantastic options. So I hope you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below letting me know what you think of this Powertac light. Have you used Powertac in the past, and what are your thoughts about it? Please feel free to share this video with any friends or family on the social media, and as always, if you haven't already done so, click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.